And all I want to know are, where are the world's greatest thinkers? Where are the greatest thinkers of our time?
Should we just watch that?
When you're out there shaking a tail feather and you don't feel like it.
Right.
That's where it hurts. Not in the...
What?
Yeah. But where are the great thinkers now?
Well, like...
I know. I feel like throughout history there's always been thinkers. Now we're like regurgitators.
That is fire. Don't cover your mouth like you've never seen that before.
It's so funny to me that she's like, throughout history, you know, like, it's like, yeah, there's been great thinkers throughout history, and she thinks that they're like an extinct species or something. I just like know in her head she was like, really, we're just regurgitators. Like, I know she was like, she was like, I ate that. It's like, no, you did not. Like,
But where are the great thinkers now?
you did not eat that, FKA Twigs. I love you. but
All
you
the
did
great
not.
thinkers.
You did not eat that.
Anyways. Now that we've addressed the elephant in the room,
But where are the great thinkers now?
we can finally
Yeah.
talk about the real music. This past week, FKA Twigs released her follow-up to Eusexua, titled Eusexua Afterglow. Yeah, it is not a deluxe. It's not just a couple tracks being added. And in addition, she also released a revised version of the core Eusexua album, still titled Eusexua, but just taking out certain songs and adding new ones, adding some features. Core Eusexua is still up. This one right here. So this is kind of an interesting little rollout. Changed up the era. It's interesting too because Eusexua came really early in 2025, and this one's seeming to cap out the year. I guess it's still November, but yeah, I mean this one's seeming to kind of cap out the year. Maybe she's trying to get that Grammy promo going, but I feel oh fuck, right when I switched the camera too. Holy shit. All right, but yeah, I don't think this is, I think this is probably from the heart. It's probably not for Grammy promo, but it's just kind of interesting that she decided to do this, especially because she's not a frequent releaser. But yeah, I mean, her last full-length album, Magdalene, there was a 6-year gap, I think. Yeah, 2019, there was a 6-year gap between Magdalene and Eusexua. I mean, Capri Songs, like, I would personally count it as an FKA Twigs album. I think it's the first one I actually heard from her in 2022. But yeah, I mean, like, come on, this is pretty much like a full length release. It's 48 minutes. It's longer, I think, than Eusexua and Eusexua Afterglow. I think both versions of Eusexua. I'm not really sure, but yeah. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting move from FKA Twigs doing this, but ultimately, I guess the question is, does Eusexua Afterglow warrant a full release? And what is the deal with revising Eusexua, cutting off seemingly super important songs and adding new ones? I mean, I get adding features, but yeah, this is crazy. Justin, what do you think? Do you think it's worth posting a whole companion album, or should this just have been like, could this have been the email? What do you think?
You know, I've been a really big fan of Eusexua from the start of the year. Like, as soon as it dropped, I had never been an FKA Twigs listener. And then Eusexua, when it came out earlier this year, it instantly made me a fan. I loved everything about it. It's very art pop, very Bjork, very Kate Bush. And I just really love all the elements that are there with it. And the visuals are also fantastic, which is honestly... no offense, but sometimes it's rare to see such good visuals and such good music. So that was something that I really appreciated about FKA Twigs' direction with Eusexua. But with this new release, I was really shocked with this revised version, just because obviously no one knew about it. We had Afterglow promo for like the last month maybe, so we knew Afterglow was coming our way, and I was really excited about that. I wasn't sure what that was going to look like. And then when this dropped the same night, I remember I showed it to you and I was like, hold on, she like re-released Eusexua. Like, what is going on here? And so we got like this director's cut version where we added Perfectly, The Dare, what else?
Oh, Lonely
Go-
but Exciting
Or
Ride.
Got to Feel, Striptease featuring Earthier this time, as well as Lonely but Exciting Road. I've listened to this version like twice. Today I did like the most like Eusexua marathon listening ever. I did 2 reps of Eusexua 1, 2 reps of Eusexua director's cut, and then 3 reps of Eusexua Afterglow. My concluding thought on the Eusexua version 2, it's worth it. It's worth it. I'm glad we got this, and I'm glad it wasn't just tacking on some bonus songs at the end. I'm gonna be honest, and that does not mean I like it better than the original, and that doesn't mean that I like that the songs were cut that were already on it, but it does mean I'm glad we got this. So yeah.
Eusexua, FKA Twigs came out, I think it was like January. Was it February?
You're right, January 24th.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it was like
2025.
really early in the year. She was releasing fucking freaky ass music videos for it. She went bald to expose her great fucking thinking head.
Like many great women before her. She put her thinking cap on.
And, oh, we're gonna get hit with another ad. I know it. Should we wait? Yeah, sponsored by the Eusexua logo. Oh wait, it's whited out. Get fucked. Right. Is that how she imagined she would look if she was like corporate or whatever? Like if she was in a Succession? That's her Succession Sona. Just having that haircut. Or yeah, Severance. Her Severance Sona.
FK Twigs Severance Sona.
Yeah, her Severance
Oh my god.
Sona.
Okay, if FK Twigs was in Severance, her character inside, like the severed part of her, I already know she would just be the most horrible person to work with.
FKA Twigs would act like Helly, like inside and outside the workplace. And she would just try to kill. I feel like this video probably actually, like, this looks so dumb. Ooh, ooh.
She would be listening to Alex Warren. She would be listening to Alex
Look,
Warren.
Dude, this video is low-key dumb as hell. I'm not even looking. Who is that? Maybe we need to take the videos off the... Like, what the fuck? Yeah, so anyways, I think, oh my god, what the fuck? I can't even, it's so distracting. Like, I can't, like, what is that? The singles to this were, apparently it was Perfect Stranger and Striptease. I just, like, got, like, stomach acid in my nose. Like, or something. Like, it just burned the shit out of my nose. I don't think I've seen this. Oh, is the Striptease video the one where she's in, like, the alley?
She's on the intersection. Like, she's acting like Crossy Road or whatever.
Yeah, that one I saw. It's like, fine. I think that the Perfect Stranger video is a really, really, really good video. And I think
love the Striptease video. That's, like, my favorite. I love that one.
But I feel like the Perfect Stranger video just really does a good job of encapsulating, playing different roles. And I think that the song is really, like, core and kind of, like, essential to Eusexua as an, not to be like FKA Twigs, like, not to be a great thinker, but like it's really essential to like the idea of the album and like the concept of Eusexua that she has going on here. So it's like, okay, like we got some good stuff coming in. I think when this came out, I don't think it was like my favorite FKA Twigs album. I thought it was like really good. And also I think that, is it the same video going on in the background? Is this song still happening? And there's like an ad in the middle of, that's so crazy. I don't know. It's going to be a cult classic forever, I feel like. And it just really has that energy where it's like, okay, it's a tight track list. It's a really just defined, distinct idea, distinct sound. I wouldn't say like I was blown away, but I was like, this is another impressive album from FKA Twigs.
I completely disagree. I retroactively listened to every single FKA Twigs album minus Magdalene, when I heard Eusexua. After all of that, I still think that Eusexua is the most career defining. I think it's most impressive too. Honestly, I think Capra Songs there's some great individual songs on there, but I mean, it's a mixtape, so I won't be too harsh on it.
Capra Songs also isn't like supposed to be like blowing your mind.
So I would say that I like Eusexua more than Capra Songs. With LP1 is my second. Wait, what else? It's LP1 and what?
It's LP1, Magdalene, and Capra Songs.
Is that it? Oh yeah, LP1
really
is like really good. You get some flavors of LP1 with some of the new releases as well. But yeah, I still think that Eusexua is a fantastic project, and it's definitely my favorite thing of her past stuff that she's worked on.
I think that LP1 though, after Eusexua, LP1 was still probably it was my favorite. I think it has to be the most impressive thing in her catalog. I feel like 100%. She's coming right out of the gate in like 2014 doing like this. Also, like, this album cover is the most like mid 2010s like fucking like if you know like this is like the most like electronic like underground ass like mid 2010. That was the move back then. What the fuck? And I think it still holds up like incredibly well. I think regardless of how you feel about like any of her other music, I think this is the most impressive shit to come out the gate, because it just didn't it didn't cut any corners in its experimentation, in its ambition, and in its scope. And I just think that this is a fucking awesome, it's unrelenting and it's very ambitious. Just fucking love this record. I love it. It's kind of the exact opposite of Capra Songs. Not to hate on Capra Songs, but it's like Capra Songs is trying to play it a little bit more safe. It's trying to like get her some, I feel like maybe get her some actual play. Maybe it did get her some play in the UK. In the US, I mean, it didn't really, but like the weekends on it, like I don't know. I still do like this record. I think maybe I put it over Eusexua initially. I would still prefer this one to Eusexua. Yeah, I don't know. I think LP1 is a fantastic release from her that still more than holds up today and still sounds cutting edge. And it's 11 years later, so that's fucking crazy.
Okay, here we go for the old heads of this year. We start off with the title track Eusexua, and that is literally the best way to start this record. I love when she, at the very tail end of the song, when she's like, Eusexua, and it gets like staticky. It's like, oh, it's like, yup, we're in. I could not imagine it starting any better, so let's leave it to that. We have a lot to talk about, so I'm not going to dwell on anything. Girl Feels Good. What are we talking about? Actually, this is actually crazy. When we first listened to Eusexua, I was like, I'm not crazy about that song. I was like, it's okay. What a wild take.
Yeah.
Girl Feels Good is such a good song. I can't believe I heard that and I was like, meh, it's okay.
What?
Then we get to Perfect Stranger. And we're going to talk more about this later, but Perfect Stranger is the beating heart of Eusexua.
Yeah.
I think the ethos
She
of
knew it too because it's a single, so she knew it. Yeah.
The ethos of Eusexua is embedded in Perfect Stranger. The like what it's trying to say, like the aesthetics, palette of the whole record is literally just on display in Perfect Stranger. Can't sum it up any better than that. The music video for it clears. That is just, that's it. That's the moment. And she is the moment. The next two tracks are my favorite on Eusexua. We have Drums of Death. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Drums of Death is so good, and love that song so much.
Ooh, ooh, no, that song is like the industrial fucking banger of the year easily. That one is so good.
What are we doing? This song has been one of my top 3 songs like on the record since it dropped. I love Room of Fools so much. The Bjork impression is insane. Initially, Noah had some
sometimes
preservation.
When people do like a copy, sometimes when people do like a copy, it's just like, well, what's the like? I guess what's the point? Like, why wouldn't I just listen to Bjork if I want to listen to Bjork? Like, I don't like. It's. I think it's more than different enough to a Bjork experience. Like, obviously the influence is super heavy, but it's like and also that impression is just super impressive. Like when she goes like, this room of this
room of fools. Love it so much.
That's not hard enough. This room of fools.
Room of fools. Yeah, literally. Yeah. Not everyone can actually achieve the quality of Bjork on a song, and that's what I'm gonna say about that. That's what I'm going to say about that. If you know, you know. Because some people have worked with Bjork, and I think they've been doing some Bjork impressions that I actually am not very fond of. So
wait, who do you mean? I actually don't know who you mean.
Let's just say she's been getting a lot of great reviews, and that's good for her. No shade. This is not shade to her.
Rosalia.
Yeah, not to make it about her, but what I am going to say is when you hear Bjork on her own song, you go, no, I just want the Bjork version. Like, honest to God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the Rosalia heads out there. I just want the Bjork version of the song. Because it's like, yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. I do not feel that way. As like a huge Bjork fan, like I listen to Bjork like 100% of the time, and I know the comments are like, well, then you would know it's Bjork. Okay, so anyway, let me clear that up really quick. I love Room of Fools. I don't think it's like an impersonation as much as it is like her paying homage to Bjork. Whereas like Rosalia, I think is like literally doing her style. She has her on the record, and I still am like, I would take her version of it over the Rosalia version. It's getting sticky.
It's getting. Nope. She did it first.
And better.
This one is so good. Sorry about that. I just needed a refresher.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
this song is so good.
This one is like one of those ones where it's like it really just nails that like slower, like atmospheric style that some of these songs take on throughout both of the records. And I feel like this one has the layering of like the vocals, the piano. Like also like on top of that too, I really appreciate throughout both the core record and the revised record how there are parts of like there's like traditional instrumentation like woven in there. Like you'll get like strings or you'll get piano, but they do a really good job at making them still fit the palette of Eusexua and the aesthetic of Eusexua. Like this one has these really like delayed, like not delayed timing wise, but like the effect delay. Like it has these really nice delayed like skittering like kind of pianos, and then obviously the vocals in this, like it just really does a good job of like layering, building this atmosphere so it's not like boring and you're not sleeping. But that's super far from kind of what the journey that this song takes you on. And then at the end, I love how this fucking song ends so much, where it's just like I feel like the drama's really building. Like the drama's like it's going, and then it just hits you with that at the end. That is the perfect way to end that fucking song. If you're really just locked in, you're really just following it. It just hits you like crazy. It just hits you like crazy and just gives you a little shot of it. But yeah, so fucking good. Fuck Tyler the Creator. All right, and then there's Keep It, Hold It. This one also is the exact same story, where it's like, this is another just atmospheric song that just kind of is building, it's taking you on this journey, and it just is fucking gorgeous the whole, it just is just gorgeous the whole way through. And whoever she's singing with on this song, it just adds so much. I feel like this one just hits this incredible dramatic crescendo.
That honestly has grown on me so much. I don't think I really appreciated it enough like when it first dropped, and now I'm like, that song is really actually like sleeper like moment on the album. Like it's really good, and I don't think on first listen you might catch it, but after a couple times you're like, wait, hold on.
Keep It, Hold It?
Yeah.
Nah, that one's crazy.
I really didn't appreciate it like enough. I didn't appreciate it enough like when the first time around. What was I thinking? Like this is literally one of my favorite songs. Like I love that song so much. I see people talk about like the Kate Bush influence on Eusexua a lot.
It's really only relegated to that song.
And I really hear it. I've seen it referenced in other songs, such as 24-Hour Dog, I want to say. But really for me, Keep It, Hold It, I'm like, it reminds me a lot of Hounds of Love, like some songs on there. I could hear like Kate Bush like in there. I really appreciate that as a huge Kate Bush fan.
The thing about it too is just like the Rate Your Music fucking idiots! They fucking think that everything that is just fucking art pop is Kate Bush. They just have no cultural reference. They just listen to fucking, like they listen to their little Tyler the Creator fucking records and shit. I'm saying, you guys listen to your little record that don't have anything to do with this shit, and then you bring your shit in here like oh, Kate Bush, I'm a genius, I know so much about music. It's like, no, not everything that sounds like that's like an art pop adjacent record is Kate Bush. Idiot, fucking idiot. Also, there's an epidemic of fucking idiots on Rate Your Music too, who found out about fucking another side of music because of Charlie XCX, and now they think they can rank every dance electronic record, every house record. They have to rank it like 8, 9, 8, even 10. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, they are.
They're like, we gotta move it on up the chart, move it on up the chart, move it on up. It's like, no, stop. We have to chill a little bit. Just because we just found out about it doesn't mean we get to move it on up. Like even with Afterglow, it's like, move it on up the chart. Like it's like number 9. I get that happens with like these big underground. I don't even know what you call FKA Twigs, but she's like one of the big like cult following artists. Well, no, I just wanted to look at the chart though, because it was like
oh yeah, Eusexua Afterglow was like 9 last I saw.
Yeah, but I want to look at like some of the other people that are getting like just off the top of my head right now. I think the Amaray thing moved way down, but like people were like moving, like that Amaray thing was like way up. Everyone was like, okay, I listened to one fucking way, like we got to put that Amaray way up. Yeah, I heard it, and it's like I mean, like, it's like a 5.
Paul Jordan.
Well, I heard some stuff from there. I mean, some songs sounded good, but I wouldn't be like, hey guys, we got to put it top 10. Like everyone's like moving it all the way up.
The tipping point was Tame Impala releasing a house album, and then people were like, wait.
Yeah, they're like, wait, no, I gotta put it back.
Like, wait, maybe I don't like house music actually.
Yeah, and then I don't know where the BPM album sits, but the BPM, like I remember when that dropped, it was like, whoa, like what's her name, Sudan Archive. Yeah, so she was like, she was like up like crazy, right? Yeah. That album is fucking trash. Naya Archives is so much better than Sudan Archives.
Sudan Archives is good.
Just stay in your lane. If you don't know about this shit, don't talk about it. Don't rank it on Rate Your Music. For this, just take the score, even with this, take the score, move it down a couple points, because that's where it's at. It's not a 9, it's not a 10, all right? Don't put it there. If you listen to the fucking Amore thing, it's not a 9, it's not an 8, it's a 5. If you think it's an 8, move it on down, all right? Don't stay in your lane. Listen to bitch ass. Okay, this is perfect because we're at the song Childlike Things, and the thing is playing in the back in the here. Wait.
Childlike Things, unfortunately for me, and I know this is like the most common, like probably opinion about the record, is that it is the weakest song on Eusexua. It's just kind of random. Like, I feel like you get to it after you're kind of like in a bit more of like an ambient space from like Sticky and Keep It, Hold It, and then you get to Childlike Things and you're like, and it's like not that you can't, it's not that she has to do like another ambient song, but Childlike Things is just so odd, especially like with a Northwest feature, which Kanye did not approve of. So obviously that means she shouldn't have been allowed to be.
Kanye did not approve. He is totally mentally sound, and he said no. So take him off.
Obviously Northwest should not have been allowed to be. Yeah, no, I don't think it's not bad. Like, I feel like I've like listened to it enough where I'm like, yeah, I see where she was going with this. It wouldn't really have made a difference to me if it got left off. So that's what I think about that. That's all I think about that. I really don't think about that. So Striptease is like one of those songs where I instantly heard it and I was like, this is so fire. I love Striptease so much. The music video sold me on it instantly, and I don't know why. She's literally just like playing chicken in traffic, like walking around on the road. I think it's such a great song, honestly. Feels like a striptease. Like that stays with you. Like that stays with you. That haunts your sleep. I love it. My sleep paralysis demon is probably actually FKA Twigs, honestly. Which version of her, I'm not sure. There's a lot of really, probably the one from Cheap Hotel, but we're gonna get to that. So 24-Hour Dog. This one's hard. I feel like the intro kind of loses me, but I do like where it ends up. Like it's a little slow to the start for me, but I do like where we end up on the song. So yeah, 24 Dog, a little bit of a slow burn for me. I think Wanderlust is a great way to end the record. It's just a culmination of the entire album, and that's what I like about it, is it feels like maybe there's a bit of a resolve at the end that's not too overt or corny. I don't know. I just think it's a kind of a sweet way to end it, honestly. Before we move on, I would say I gave Eusexua, and I stand by giving Eusexua an 8 out of 10. Like, that's where I feel it in my bones, is it's an 8 out of 10, so just to add that in there.
Eusexua Afterglow. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, so we got Eusexua Afterglow just dropped. Oh, wait, you should put on those glasses. Did you see the glasses that the guy was wearing?
Literally, when I say Eusexua Afterglow is fresh out of the cold, dank, dark vault that FKA Twigs was hiding this in, okay? You know what? I am going to say my opinion on this record, as everyone knows, because that's why you're here. That's why we're talking. I love Eusexua Afterglow. I cannot believe that FKA Twigs could even hold on to this record. I don't know what she was thinking when she made this. I don't know what alien abducted FKA Twigs and possessed her body to make Afterglow. I'm so excited to talk about Afterglow. This is my new personality. It's my wallpaper, and so that's my whole personality, is Eusexua Afterglow. She saw that my favorite color was light purple. She decided to give me the representation that I've been longing for, and I'm just kind of obsessed with everything about it. And once Noah gets back, we can really actually talk about this record, as there's a bunch of gay people dancing half naked behind me right now. Eusexua Afterglow. We begin with Love Crimes. What do you think about Love Crimes?
I feel like with Love Crimes, if we're looking at this as like the Eusexua like sequel, it's just like we're getting right into the action. It's a little bit more minimal, because I feel like Eusexua is a little bit more referential to a bygone time, like the 2000s, the late 90s, tangible house music, the tangible dance music, a little more grit to it before it was made on the fucking the VSTs and the fucking all that. This one, I feel like it throws you right into the action. Let you know that you're so sexual. It's throwing you right into the action of just getting fucking like FKA Twigs just getting railed, like boom, 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 boom. Like she's getting railed in this song. I swear to God, you're getting thrown like right in there. What else do you think is happening? You're getting thrown right. First one is about the build up. Whoa.
Okay, hold on. Despite what FK Twigs,
She can't come. That's why
despite what FK Twigs said in her Jake Shane interview, where he's like, oh, so like Eusexua is like euphoria and sex, like put together, and she's like, no, Eusexua is its own word. It has its own meaning.
Solving your problems with the famous person on the couch.
you got the Margellas on too.
Oh my god, her outfit is so good. Oh my god, her outfit is so good.
So Eusexua comes out.
Bro, why is he wearing? He's like, all right. I'm wearing the crew neck. I'm wearing like the tights.
Normie.
I'm wearing the fucking Margella Gats right now. He's like, the
24.
Margella Gats are gonna save me in her eyes. The Margella Gats are gonna save me in her eyes.
And when did you start working?
Counted when it starts from the first.
Is she trying to take the most annoying tone? Like what the fuck?
And I started to conceive the first song on the record when I was 13.
Voice.
Yeah.
It's a song called Childlike Things.
Okay, wow.
On guitar-like things? What the fuck?
So you've been making music for a really long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I have been,
And
So you've been making music for a long time. Oh my god, he's drinking the same Celsius as you!
I know, I circled it with the fucking thing. With the
What?
mouse. I was thinking it would be a discreet edit, but you ruined it. It's gonna be like that kind of...
My friend started making up this beat, and for some
Making up this beat.
Why, that, out of all the ways you could have said that.
reason,
Wait, why don't we start with this? This is the funniest shit ever.
the song just downloaded into my head over the new music.
oh wow.
That I just remembered all
It downloaded it, so you can't...
Okay, I just said, when you were out of the room, I don't know what alien abducted FK Twigs, but literally who says it got downloaded to my brain? Like, what? Okay.
The people made up the beat.
They can...
Not that that's even the wrong way to say that. It just doesn't make any sense.
They made up the beat.
So they made up the beat, okay? She made up the song when she was a kid, and then it got downloaded into her brain, even though she made it up when she was a kid.
Yeah.
The only way that this would make sense, she's talking about, hey, no modero, but no modero, does not work where? Hey, no modero, does not work.
It's all the melodies, and I sang it all in one go, and everyone was like, wow, you're a genius.
No, they didn't.
Bro! Wow, you're a genius.
You said that I just sang it in one try. Fuck.
This is the best interview ever.
Because you are a million and one things. You're a dancer, you're an artist, you're a singer.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna skip 5 seconds forward.
To
I don't even need to hear the list of fucking dick sucking things he's thought of.
What it is to be human, I find so exciting. New ideas.
Ah! This is coming from the least
I don't
human.
really-
The least human being, like,
Yeah,
ever.
what?
She's literally...
What it is.
Did anyone watch Begonia? That movie was about
Well,
her.
she is bald, so it's
That
like,
was
it
about
makes
her.
sense.
Yeah, I feel like I'm still
I swear she said begonia. It's either Inya. Inya.
figuring that out. But
Right.
from when I was a child, I was always just in my own world. Like,
Right.
always in my own world.
Dude, that is different alert. Different alert.
I think she saw that Charlie interview where Charlie was like, I don't use the women's restroom. I only use the men's restroom because there's less drama in the men's restroom. Fuck no, I'm not letting Charlie be more of a pick-me than me, okay? Like, she was like, no.
Playground was convincing everybody to be in my imaginary orchestra.
Oh.
So I was a conductor.
Bro, look at Jake, bro. What is going on here, bro? You gotta put an end to this.
Told everyone what instrument they were playing, and then everyone had to play the instrument, but silently.
I get a pick, but you have to play the instrument. I know why you're like this. Why? I don't know why all the kids were bending to your fucking will on the playground, but
But it's just, just using the imagination. I just love it. I think it's just such a incredible feeling to be able to create and go beyond the bounds.
So I watched the music video for Eusexua, which is also Drums of Death. It's both together, right?
oh, that's why that was so long.
Oh, we're so dumb.
Is it the same video going on in the background?
We didn't even do research
What
enough to know that.
Is you walk into a corporate office and then kind of, how would you describe
Okay,
it?
this is perfect because we were talking about this earlier. Like, what the fuck is going on in that? I feel like this video probably actually, like, this looks so...
Turns into
I just really like Severance.
like you dance and then it turns into like
I can't, like, what is that?
like, you know, it like flips to the ceiling and then turns into this complete other thing. Like, what is the meaning like behind all of that? Like, how did you, because you have such a large hand in how those visions come to life.
I mean, these things are not linear to me. Like, I like to make things out of a feeling rather than a narrative. But the feeling is about a person or me or you, that you're in a space and you want to break out of it. And so you set this idea in this way, how you're going to infect everybody with this idea that you can break out of something and you can fulfill like your potential, you can fulfill your human potential.
Every word that's coming out of her mouth, the album's going down and down and down and down and down and down. A twiglet, a twiglet.
Bro, are you even allowed to say that?
That's all.
And then you go through this whole experience going up and up and up, and everyone's driving each other.
Like, she's getting railed in this song, I swear to God.
You're right, I hold it in.
It's exciting to get more.
Okay, so basically, she just fucking says, since we can't find it in the fucking thing, Jake Shane's like, is Eusexual like euphoria and sexual in the same word? She's like, no, it's not the same thing. No, it's not that at all. It's two different words. I'll actually find it and edit it in. No, it's two different words. And then when she said that, just imagine when she says it, we're like, oh! Like, I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah, let's do a reaction for it, even though we're not gonna say it.
Oh my god. Yeah. So, Eusexua Afterglow! This room of fools! Put the gay dancers on the screen.
I don't
Go.
have enough of
You
them,
can't even
honestly.
see them.
There's only about 7,000.
That was the only good part of the video.
That
So
was
like,
the-
who even cares?
That was
Like,
8 hours of waiting for nothing. Holy cow. Slushy is like, she's an alien and she's exploring everything like for the first
yeah, because she
time.
turned into a slushy.
Ignore everything he said, please, because this is not a joke to me. This is like a lifestyle. Afterglow is a lifestyle.
No joke.
It is not like, we are not talking about it like it's this, like it's a teenage junior high joke. Okay, so thank you.
I know.
My
she
culture is not
literally,
your costume.
her brain got so. Yeah, she's like this. Wait, doesn't she like? I like grinded through this.
Yeah, that's the issue. Where's
I know.
the detail?
I actually know.
Where's the detail?
So she's going around. She's saying like she doesn't know what a slushy is or some shit like that.
Yeah, and since we can't play like the songs for real,
It's like
her enunciation of the word honeycomb really speaks to me. Oh, running around the city.
Running-
She made her money being pretty and witty. They gave her the keys to this city.
cut. Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie.
Okay. Yeah. For real. Okay.
Slushy
Yes.
was one of the songs when I first heard. I was like, okay, maybe it's just track twos with me, because when I heard the song, I was like, I don't know about this one. I was like, this was a little weird. I was like, she's like a slushy. I was like, what, a slushy? Like what are we talking about? I
A
was confused.
slushy.
It's just so cerebral that I'm not even gonna overthink slushy being in, like the thing. I like this song. Whatever. She's a genius.
All right. Next we got Wild and Alone.
I love this song so much, and I'm not even
'Cause
like.
nobody.
You're like way more of like the Pink Panthers fan.
Yeah, this
like,
one-
I'm not really like a Pink Panthers fan. I love this song so much. It's so good. Wild and alone.
Just to recap though, I feel like this first part of the album we got Love Crimes, which is like he just kind of throws you in the
Great
mix.
start.
I don't think it's like as good as Eusexua as an opener, but it's like it throws you in there.
Banger song. Then you got a bowl of rice.
You got a bowl of
Bluest
rice.
Sky.
And the thing is like seriously, I do like the more cerebral kind of the aspects of that song, but it's like okay, like yeah, Wild and Alone by Pink Panthers is so ambitious, but it just delivers so well.
Turn the mic. Wild and alone. It's so catchy. It's so
Yeah.
catchy. It's great. For
They
this.
have great vocal chemistry, and I feel like the production on this is so good. And this one takes a way more modern aesthetic, and I feel like this one really
So it's kind of good that she reined herself in and like put out like a solid just like song that like, even if you're not like into the more like weird FK Twigs songs, you're gonna like Wild and Alone.
yeah. And then okay, yeah, and then you get Hard, which that rhythm guitar in there just is so good. And it's like this different kind of style, like if you're a little bit more like sophisticated, you have to be, you know, like be like Eusexual, like thinking those songs are bangers. You have to be a little bit more like of a different mindset. These are just songs I feel like you could appreciate if you're a little normie. And then we have Cheap Hotel, which I think, like, the thing about it is I think in the track list, it's like, okay, this is, like, the most underproduced, fucking underwritten song on the entire album. But, like, I get why she released it as a single, because she's trying to be like, Eusexua Afterglow is a different aesthetic. It's a different move. It's a different thing than regular Eusexua, even though she put the word Eusexua in there. Like, I get why she released it as a single. Is it the best representation of the album? Like, she should have released, like, I don't know, Wild and Alone or Hard or... But
I also think that Cheap Hotel is like, it's really easy to kind of just be like, oh, whatever, it's like boring or whatever, but I actually have like a lot of respect for what she's doing. It's very ambient and very alien.
It's very psychedelic, I think.
And
I
like,
think it's like a really psychedelic.
Yeah, and if you watch what's going on behind us, you might get
like
that atmosphere. And the video is kind of atrocious. The video is kind of atrocious, but my concept for it is way better. So that's why it's good. That's why it's good. I just ignored that, the visualizer. So
yeah, if you just don't like watch the video, it's like
the ending of it is
like kind of a good video. It's like she's like a homunculus.
She is a homunculus.
This is the end of the video.
It's like it's gonna pop up right behind us. I cannot wait.
Get out of here with your dumbass fucking. This is a dumbass idea. Horrible ass idea.
She took the substance.
Okay.
It just makes the concept makes no sense. Like there's women in like a hotel room and she's texting this guy like to come join them, and then like he can't find them, and it's just like what's the drama? I don't get what whatever. I'm probably just not smart enough to understand it, but
it's
stupid. It's so weird. How to touch a girl. The intro to this is like do 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 do, and I whatever, no one cares, boo-hoo, I'm gonna tell you anyways. It's literally like The Gate from Utopia by Bjork, where she's like the song is like do 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 do, and that song is fire too, by the way. It reminded me of that. I see what she did. I know she listened to Utopia when she was brainstorming this shit. No one can convince me otherwise. There's Utopia fingerprints all over this thing.
Yeah, this one is like a real throwback FKA Twigs kind of moment to me. I feel like I don't really get what the vision is with these little snares in there. Like I just kind of ruins the immersion, because I feel like the immersion is really strong on this song. Like you're really in that intense moment with her, that dramatic moment with her. What really brings it home is that really just layered chorus, detuned singing in it. Like I feel like it really kind of brings home that unsettling yet kind of weirdly sexual atmosphere, that weirdly eusexual atmosphere. I think it's the integration into the actual track itself that really kind of maybe takes me out sometime, but overall I think
Come on.
What?
Touch a Girl is so good.
Yeah, no.
Touch a Girl is such a good song.
No, totally. I think no, but it's those kind of moments that maybe pull me out of the moment a little bit, and that's why I'm saying that. Like, if there was no moment to be had, I would be like, I don't care that that's in it. Nitpick though, I mean, it doesn't ruin the song. Maybe they should have put a bus delay and bus reverb on there, and then just went like and turned it up. That would fire. Okay, and then there's Predictable Girl. Again, I wish there's a little bit more on the production front, maybe on this one. I think with the vocals, I wish there's a little bit more, because I feel like you're getting these kind of really light, airy vocals, and then the beat comes in and it's really minimal. And I think maybe it would have been a little better if the vocals had a little bit more like boom, boom, like a little bit more attack to them, a little bit more body to them, to really just put up with that really just pummeling, like kind of synth, like
for me, it's really crazy, because every time Predictable Girl comes on, all of a sudden I'm at Sushi and I get like really confused, because like in my there's something about like how those two songs feed into each other, Touch a Girl and Predictable Girl. Like, I literally swear to God, my brain never perceives the transition, and then all of a sudden I'm at Sushi and I'm like, there's supposed to be another song here. Like, to me, it's like almost the same song. I don't know if anyone else has had that experience with it. I mean, Predictable Girl is pretty short, only 2 minutes and like 26 seconds long. Constantly like cannot like see the transition for it. FKA Twigs homunculus. Sushi's probably the most controversial song on here, to be honest with you. It's just a little different. Sushi's pretty different, because she's like, each day of the week, this is what we're doing. I want a cinnamon bun on a bike, take you shopping.
Well, that's in like the middle part of the
right,
song.
but we start off and she's like,
because it's a long one. It's like
because it's Monday. What is it? It's like Monday. Oh, do you like Pilates? I wanna take you out, I wanna take you out, I like this song. It's crazy to me because, like, I feel like when I first, like, listen to albums, I'm pretty, like, bad at actually perceiving them. Like, I feel like I get to the end of them and I'm like, well, time to start that over so I can, like, now that I've heard them, I can actually, like, experience them. And this song is one that I liked from the beginning, especially the last minute and a half when it breaks down and it's like, do, 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 for me, sir. Walk for me, sir. I, like, love that part so much. I'm like, okay, Renaissance. I love that part. I wish it was longer, actually. And I mean, the transition into that part is like it's a little sudden. Like, it just kind of all of a sudden goes from the sushi, like, to the, like, it is pretty, like, a pretty quick turnaround into that. I actually like it. I'd like to hear your opinion on it, but that's kind of my take.
It is an interesting song. I think what's kind of interesting about this is and this is like true about a lot of the songs that are on Afterglow also, or sorry, the revised version of Eusexua, is that I feel like a lot of them are trying to really, like, take this more traditional, this road of, like, traditional pop music in her own kind of way, like making songs that basically, I'm just gonna start over. I'm just gonna cut all that. I think she's trying to make songs that are, like, really just this more traditional pop structure, but in her own way. Songs that you could visualize being on the radio, even though they're not going to be, and she knows that and all that. And I think this is the one that takes this formula and is like, all right, I'm going to do the freakiest thing with it. I'm going to try to make, like, a chorus that's, like, traditionally catchy. I'm going to try and make a beat that's easy to follow. I'm going to try and do all this, but I'm going to make it the most, like, warped, crazy version of it that, like, I possibly can. On one hand, like, I do respect that, and I think it comes across in certain ways, but it's kind of insane to me how underproduced this song is for, you know, such an ambitious kind of idea. And I'm talking about the first part here, like the first kind of section of the song before the kind of beat switches. If you're gonna do this, I feel like you really need to be executing, like, I feel like the beat is way too minimal for doing something like this. I'm not saying I don't respect it, and I'm not saying that this is a bad idea. I like ideas like this, and I like the idea of this song. I just think that it could have been better, that it could have been supported maybe a little bit better through production, through all that. And I do like how her vocals are warped on this. I just think it should have been a little, maybe just a notch down. Maybe just a notch down. I don't know if it's the reverb or... But yeah, it's just a little bit too off kilter, just a little bit too for what she's trying to do with this, or what I think that she's trying to do with this. And then you get the beat switch. That just doesn't make any sense to me for this thing, because then you get this idea where it's like, okay, this makes sense. I get what you're doing. And to an extent, I respect it because I respect her as an artist and I see the vision. But it's like, okay, how the fuck does this fit with this? Okay, I'm sorry. And it's also like, if we're going to do this, it's like, okay, we're getting the most generic ass Vogue vocals ever. Like, Serve, Walk For Me. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, the most generic Vogue. Like, it feels like she's like, okay, I want to include, like, a gay thing on here or whatever, or like a gay, like, Vogue thing on here, but I don't want to try. I don't want to put on vocals that actually fit that song or are unique. I just want to put the most generic, and also like the most generic, like, chord trigger chords, like dum 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 dum. I want to use the most generic fucking like a Vogue announcer, like a ballroom announcer voice, and I want to put just like the most generic vocals in there, and we're just gonna put it at the end of this song that doesn't really thematically have anything to do with this shit. And I don't use this word a lot with FKA Twigs, other than the video we just watched of her in real life. It feels very cringe. Like, I felt a lot of cringe kind of listening to these, just forcing these generic. What's the point other than just to maybe put the aesthetic in there? And it's just like, I can totally see the idea of something like this working on either of these records. For sure. I don't think it's an issue of, oh, FKA Twigs can't take from ballroom culture. Like, totally, I don't think that's my issue. I just think, like, it's like, okay, let's just go on Splice, look up generic thing, just not try. It's like, okay. Wait, you said with Beyonce, like, her, when she used vocals like that, first of all, I feel like the song really, that really suited the song. And I feel like the song was tailor-made around that. And she's not putting shit like that generic on there, because the vocals are like, I can't get through till I go. Like, it's not just like, look at the camera, Vogue. Like, it's not just shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, Walk For Me, Vogue. Like, could you think of a more generic Could you think of a more generic?
I'm not saying you don't have a valid criticism. I just disagree that it doesn't like come out at least like good. Like I like it. I really I like this is one of those songs that actually stuck out to me. I like it. I mean, you're right that it's basic, but okay, go watch like a ballroom scene. Do you think they're gonna say like walk for me, serve? Are they gonna say it?
Totally, but what does it have to do with the
well,
song?
that's what I'm saying.
No,
like,
but what does it have to do with the song? And also, it's like, if you think this is important enough to put on the song,
well, because she's like, I'm gonna take you out, I'm gonna take you out, and then they're going out, and then they're like, in my mind, the visual like aesthetic is that she's like talking to this person. She's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go out, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and then she's like, then it builds up. She's like, I'm gonna take you out, I'm gonna take you out, and then it's like, like I'll. You know, and then it's walk for me, because it's like in my mind they're like, okay, now we're out, we're at the club, we're at the gay club, we're in the ballroom, we're doing whatever, you know, like in my mind now we're here. And so that's what it means to me, is that it's more of like an atmosphere, and now we're in the scene. And it doesn't bother me that it's like, you know, walk for me, serve, because that is going to be something that you hear, you know, like serve in some context or walk for me, like that's going to be something you hear. And you're right that it's going to be, but okay, but also the Beyonce,
we're going on a date to the Vogue ballroom. like I just feel like, and it's like not even like in the song where it's like even the lyrics before, I just don't get how it fits in thematically to the song or even aesthetically to the song. Because it's like, even if there's like a thread where you're like, okay, we're getting somewhat of a Vogue instrumental on here, like on the beginning half, maybe I would still maybe feel similarly, but I would be like, I would acknowledge, okay, like there's that connective tissue. I just feel like there's such a lack of connective tissue. Like, and there's that part where she's rapping in the middle. I mean, that part, it kind of adds to this like fucking kind of mishmash of just like, I just think that all in all, I just think that this song just should have been either figured out a little better or left off. And the fact that it takes up 5 minutes, 40-minute album is like, this is like maybe one of the worst uses of time you could have done with this whole thing. 'Cause it's like there's not one idea that really is like making a lot of sense on this song, and it's taking up so much of the runtime. I kind of feel the same way, like slightly about Cheap Hotel, but I think my thing about that song is I think it's just been shorter. I like it as like an interlude idea. I just think it should have been a little shorter, because I like how like psychedelic that first little bit is. But it's like 4 minutes long, and it's like, okay, this idea is not good enough to go for that long. Maybe it's more like 3. I don't know.
3 minutes 32 seconds.
Yeah, so it's like almost 4 minutes long. It's like, this is not as good, and especially when you're cross comparing it to other songs that are on either of these that have that same runtime.
If you know, you know, I guess.
I do know. I just have
no. If you know, you know. Because you know what? Sure. You know what? I'm gonna leave you with this, because I brought up Beyonce, and you responded to Beyonce by saying that Beyonce does a much better job of. But I would also argue that Beyonce's entire goal on the album is to make like a ballroom, like gay inspired. Yeah. So if she can't do it right, then that's really kind of not good for her, which that's a perfect record.
Give people the excuse to do it wrong, though, either.
No, it's not doing it, but I don't think it's doing it wrong. But
yeah,
you know,
but it's
okay.
That's okay. That is like the most generic.
I just think for one song, I think we can allow it. It can be permissible.
I know,
maybe.
but that's the problem. It's the one song that uses it. So it's like, okay, if this album is going for that, and it's like, okay, they had one slip up, it's like, all right. Whatever, but this is like the one time it's like, all right, different. But I'll let it go. It's fine. Move on to the song "Peace of Mind."
A Peace of Mind.
This one, I'm gonna take it or leave it. Also, to be honest with you.
I like this song. Let me show you how to write.
I feel like with stuff like this, I'm gonna refer back to Eusexua, like normal Eusexua. And I feel like songs that are more of these slow burner kind of atmospheric songs. I just feel like if it was on Eusexua, I would take like all the slow burner songs on Eusexua. Yeah, I'm thinking of Keep It, Hold It, Sticky, and Keep It, Hold It. Yeah, I would take Keep It, Hold It, in those two over Peace of Mind. And I just think that they have better builds. They're more dynamic. They have more kind of layers to them. I think they're really going places. You know what I mean? Especially towards the ending legs of them, it feels like you've really kind of been transported to a new place from beginning to end. And I think that this one, although I don't think I wouldn't say it's bad. I just, like, if I was gonna like look at all these tracks, I would take those two over this. I think overall, even if you really like it, I just don't think there's a whole lot to say about it. Like, what do you think? Lost All My Friends. I mean, it does kind of feel like another throwback. And again, I feel kind of similarly, where I wouldn't sit here and be like it's bad or it's terrible.
I love the song actually.
Really?
Yeah. It's like
Then I lost my mind in the car.
Yeah, it's like, especially because like Eusexua is so much of like, it's kind of building the party, we're at the party, like, and then obviously these songs have much more of like a isolating,
I feel like
solitary.
This one builds more of the party than Eusexua though. I feel like Eusexua has a lot more attention to it than this one does. Like, let's say we're taking like Love Crimes, we're taking Slushy, we're taking Wild and Alone, we're taking Hard, and even Cheap Hotel to an extent.
I know, but compare that to something like Striptease or Drums of Death,
Yeah,
Room of
you
Fools.
think
I think
that-
those are like some intense songs. Like we're like,
Yeah, no,
we're at the rave. We're at the rave. We're
I
like,
think they're intense
like
ones, but I feel like these have way more of a different tone to them, where it's like you're actually partying and shit, and you're feeling good. Like, I feel like Striptease, that feels like a lot like a tension builder. Like, I guess Room of Fools, like, it's kind of hard to describe because yeah, I kind of agree with you, where it's like, yeah, you could be at the rave, but I feel like it doesn't take up these lighter tones of these songs on the first half of it. I think Striptease is straight up a tension builder. That one is fucking, especially the revised version. I feel like it's definitely a tension builder.
I just feel like this song or this album as a whole is so solitary. Like everything about it is so like almost crushingly like alone, and that's like what really stands out to me. That's bro, whoever you are, get out of my face. Oh, there we go.
Good thing they can't see that.
You guys don't want it. Don't worry.
Fine.
If you can't see what's behind us, don't worry. You're good. It's just gonna be a horse.
I'll keep flashing on the screen.
No, this album is super solitary, isolating, like cripplingly alone, and that's like all I feel. Like I know it's supposed to be maybe feel like a bit more like coming down from the high, like let me show you how to ride a high.
I feel like this is a euphoria after the high.
There's something about this album that just I don't know. I get like this.
Wait, no, hold up. You're right. Like I think the first little part, like the first part there, and then when you get past Touch a Girl, like that kind of
like Hard is like the last moment, because I would say into the start of the album we kind of have like we have some drugs going on, right? And then I think once we get to Hard, she's at the cheap hotel. She's like literally like on her deathbed.
No, I think
like
Cheap Hotel. I think they're chilling because that just feels like this really euphoric.
It's like LSD. She's like,
but it feels like nice, and then you get to and then
Sushi's pretty like. I mean, I don't know.
No, I feel like when you get past Touch a Girl, it's like, okay, now we're getting to some.
Yeah, I just feel like it's very isolating, especially in this back half here, and so.
Yeah, in the back half, yeah, I would agree.
And so I definitely like this. I like Lost All My Friends because it's like it kind of like does the best job of explaining that without like in more literal terms than being like, you know, a slushy or, you know, like something like that. Like it's very concrete. She's like, I lost my friends at the club. I lost my mind in the car. I don't even remember who you are. Like. And then it's like builds too. And it's like, don't even remember who you are. It's like this really like crazy, like she just feels really torn up about it. And I really, really like that about this song. And it sticks with me every time. I think like regardless of if like it's enjoyable or whatever, like I think if you take like the key points of the album, to me, you have to include this one. It does really feel like it's important to the message and the theme. So I like it. And for that reason, it really does. And for me, it works. That's another part of it. For me, it does work, like to make that atmosphere. But then we go into, actually, I'm not even kidding you, like my favorite song. I love this song so much. Stereo Boy, so good. Like, what was she, like, this song is so good. I don't know what she was doing when she came up with this, but I love every second of it. I don't know if you agree on this, but I love the production on it too, especially. This is such a great way to end the record, and I think it's a better ending than Eusexua original has. Hurt is just giving these like crushing like pop song where she's like, you're just a stereo boy, and she's like very dramatic, very like she's giving it all on her vocals.
Yeah,
And
totally.
even the concept, like,
I totally agree.
Sometimes she's a little too, I would say they're very different, but like sometimes Lorde, for example, she really like thinks her pen game gets a little too crazy, and then you go like, I don't know what's going on. Stereo Boy, for some reason, is one of those moments where it's like the perfect medium of I'm being like a little abstract and like cheeky, but like I think it's like really conveyed like very well. Hats off.
For Stereo Boy, you think?
Yeah, I think Stereo Boy is communicated really well.
No. For you think it's cheap? Wait, what do you think? Like her?
I think think we get a balance of like the writing style that's too abstract with like
I think
concrete writing.
Direct.
I think we're getting
like
like
this one's very direct.
I just mean like we're meeting like that, like the poetic and like more realistic kind of depictions of what she's saying. Like obviously like Slushy's very far on the other end of that, completely like grounded in nothing. And I think Stereo Boy is just more of like a, because I don't know that FK Twigs can write a really direct song. I'm gonna be honest. Like I think this is
one
just
feels
like
very direct to me.
I think it feels direct for her, but I really like Stereo Boy.
I
though.
feel like I kind of
Really love Stereo Boy.
That's fine.
It's my favorite song.
That's fine. It's like Stereo Boy is this incredible conclusion. I wish there was just more of a build up to it, because I love how deconstructed and like warped this beat is, and like it just hits with all the drama you want it to. And the vocals and the production, everything just hits exactly how you'd want it to. If it really does feel like, I mean, not to kind of have this kind of narrow view, this narrow music view, but it does feel like really like there's like some Ethel Cain influence coming in with this really just slow, crushing dread that you feel. Like it's the same feeling. It's just a slow fucking, and it's like this slow intensity. I feel like that's just really just fucking crushing, especially when it's going. It just hits so hard. I think it's a great conclusion. This one's probably going to be the fan favorite from this record. I think now that we've talked about both of those records, I think that this would make, for me, this would make an incredible penultimate track. Because ultimately, now that we're at the end of this record, this one could have been an email. I'm not going to lie to you. I think that there are some really extremely worthwhile songs on this record. It would have been really cool, even though aesthetically and in this overall vision, maybe it wouldn't have made sense. The thing about it is sometimes you have to sacrifice that idea of what makes sense, what doesn't. Sometimes you just have to take what's good and put it in with the other shit that's good. There's a lot of shit that's worthwhile on here, but there's a lot of shit where I'm like, you guys should have put this in the oven for a little longer. You know what I mean? Like this shit should have been in the oven. Because some of these ideas are good. I just feel like they're not conveyed as well as their eusexual counterparts. That isn't the worst critique you can throw at it, but it's the most painful one. You know, we really could have had that real follow-up to Eusexua that lives up to it and kind of takes this more cutting-edge tone. I don't want to say this record falls flat, because I do really like a lot of the ideas on here. And I would say overall I do feel positive about it. I do. There are songs that I really fucking love on this. Like Stereo Boy, and the thing is, like, you can only dream of, like, one, like, ultimate Eusexual record where it's like, okay, Stereo Boy's a penultimate, and then you get that conclusion. You could throw like the little bangers in there. Like you could throw Slushy in there, throw Wild and Alone in there, because those are the songs that are worthwhile. And I'm not just saying like these are worthwhile. I'm saying these are songs that we needed to get eventually. But some of the other stuff is just a little bit undercooked. You know what? I'll throw Touch a Girl in there too. Just take the snare out. You don't have to take the Jersey House shit out of there.
As someone who happens to love ambient music, happens to love art pop, happens to love Bjork, especially her later work, not just the mainstream.
I'm not gonna lie, but I'm sorry I just went on a tangent and interrupted, but the Bjork stuff is in Eusexual, not this one.
False, but anyway, I'm gonna move on from that.
Wait, no, hold on.
We have some Utopia influence on here. We have some Utopia influence going on here. As an ambient fan, as an art pop fan, as a Bjork fan, as a fan of even, as of recently, the Madonna record, Ray of Light, I have to say, I'm giving this album a 9. I love this album so much. I genuinely think somehow, I'm not saying this to be different, I think she did surpass Eusexua in a certain way. The thing about Eusexua is that some of the songs, I'm like, imagine if she just like let herself go a little, because as someone who even like loved Eusexua, like that was my favorite FK Twigs record when I heard it, I was like, imagine if she just like let herself go and like didn't like, because I think sometimes I feel like she's restraining herself, and on this I like don't feel any restraint. Like I really feel like she just kind of let herself run wild. And to some, that might be the disadvantage. That might be the bad part of this record. I really enjoyed getting to see where FK Twigs' mind went when she just focused less on the structure and focused less on like, oh, she has to do this, she has to do that. She just really kind of let it go. And I think each song on here has its place. And I really do like the songs on Eusexua. It's not even just about that. I just feel like this project, to me, it really just speaks to me. I see her vision very clearly. I don't even think that there's like a bad song on here, honestly. For me, Cheap Hotel is probably the most forgettable song on here, and I don't even think it's like a bad song. I agree that it could be an interlude instead. I really think that the beginning is strong, the middle takes us to a different place mentally, and the end closes it up really well. And I'm really happy with this record, and I know I'm going to be listening to it a lot in the coming weeks, and I also think it'll go pretty high on my year end, especially with it being a 9 right now in my book. So yeah,
I'll give it a 6 or a 7 probably. More towards a 6 and a 7. Be a 6 or a 7 nonetheless. You know what I mean? And also, thank God for the FKA Twigs fans that have been waiting forever. Thank God, we got Eusexua revised. Let's go. So we got more songs in Eusexua, but also less somehow. So she cut the most Eusexua song, which is Perfect Stranger, for the song. Or well, I would presume the song Perfectly. But to be honest, there's more kind of DNA between the song Perfectly and the song A Girl Feels Good, honestly, in my opinion. I don't know why she cut Perfect Stranger. That doesn't make any fucking sense at all to me. It's really, really hard to review this shit and kind of compartmentalize it all. Going into listening to this, I was just like, okay, I'm just going to listen to this album as its own album, not think about the things that are missing, the things that are added, the old songs. Like, I'm not going to think about it. I'm just going to think about this album, which is weird, but it's the only way that you can really look at this and not, your brain not be racing and ultimately not focusing on like what's actually there to enjoy. It begins the same way with the song Eusexua, but then goes into the song Perfectly instead of Girl Feels Good. I really, really like the song Perfectly. I'm not gonna lie to you. I fucking really like this song. I think it does carry a lot of that same energy, and I think maybe her intent with the song Perfectly was to merge those two songs together. Do I think she should have done that ultimately? Honestly, no. I don't think she should have done that. I think that she should have kept Perfect Stranger along with Perfectly, but Girl Feels Good, I get why maybe she might want to revise that a little bit to maybe keep the energy going a little bit through the beginning half of this, or the beginning moments of this record. I totally understand that. Do I think it was like 100% necessary? Probably not, to be honest with you. I feel like if we got Perfectly and we got Perfect Stranger, that would maybe be my dream setup for this. That would maybe be my dream setup. As I just said, I'm not going to bring up the old songs and compare them.
Perfectly is not my favorite. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just feel like
I think that the parallels to Perfect Stranger make it a little bit tricky to kind of think about it. But
I just feel like it for me, of what got added, it to me feels like the safest of anything she added.
I think that's definitely true.
I'm like, I don't want the safe song though, like especially after you gave us like this really experimental project that you've been working on. I don't really want to see the safe end. Like no, like especially because
I'll be with you on that.
Yeah,
honestly, I'll be with you on that. But if I liked it less, or I wasn't really liking where it was going or the vibe of the song, I think I would totally be with you.
Yeah, especially because I think the Dare, which is the next edition and the third part of this, I actually really like that song.
Yeah.
I heard it and I was like,
oh, you know what's crazy? I think maybe that might have been, like, actually on paper that might be the safest song, because this legitimately such a listenable song for her. Oh my God, not in a bad way, but this is a song that is just a straight fucking hit. The singing is so fucking good on it. This is a classic. The vocal layers on here are beautiful. This is a classic. Yeah. And you know, I don't think she masks her voice so much in this era to cover up bad singing. But this, if you had any doubt, this song fucking proves that she is a fantastic singer, just bare straight up. This song is fantastic. If this shit came out in 2003, everyone would know it. You know what I mean? This song sounds like low-rise fucking bell-bottom jeans. Like, this shit is fucking so fire. I feel like the transition, or like the moment that we get here between the Dare, a more low-key song, into Drums of Death just slaps so hard. It makes Drums of Death hit even harder. And I feel like it really displays the versatility she has as an artist. And I feel like that moment is just, it just works so well. Oh my God. Yeah, you guys are lucky you can't see what's on the screen back there.
But yeah, I agree 100%. Great transition into Drums of Death. And I'm sorry I keep fidgeting with these. I just cannot see out of them. Got to feel... Holy Bjork. Got to feel.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's crazy because
I
thought Drums of Death was like the best Bjork impression.
Or no, Room of Fools.
I thought Room of Fools was like the best Bjork impression I'd ever heard. And then I heard Got to Feel, and I was like,
Yes,
no,
yes,
this is
yes,
the best
yes,
Bjork
yes, yes.
impression I've
And this one goes
heard.
even deeper than Room of Fools. I feel like into the Bjorkisms.
It's like she like.
It literally makes Room of Fools not sound like a Bjork impression.
Because Room of Fools Room of Fools
Yes.
is like literally a debut song, and you're like, whoa, like what this debut ass song like in 2025, and then you Got to Feel, and you're like, I don't know how you pulled this out. Like this is not just like a debut slap on. This is like crazy, like contextualized like Bjork.
Yes.
I'm like, whoa.
Yes.
So
And you're
good.
listening to it, you're like, yes. Like this is it. This is so it.
Yeah.
And like even especially in the flow of the record, you're like, yes, this is what we want.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got Striptease featuring Earth Eater, and this fucking song rules. Striptease fucking rules, and the Earth Eater vocals at the end just do such a good job of bringing this fucking alien, like fucking. I don't. Is she Russian? Is Earth Eater Russian or what is she?
I think so.
Yeah.
I should know because I literally listened to her album, so I should know.
Yeah. I don't think there's any problem with the song Striptease before. I think regardless of Earth Eater or not, it's a highlight for the Eusexua era. But I love what she brings to this. I think it is totally worth adding. 100%. If it's going to be there, I think it's worth adding. I love it. And also this made me revisit Striptease. Oh my God, what a good song. Oh my God. What? And I feel like throughout this album, I feel like these songs that have been added to it, I feel like they do such a good job of building this tension, building the sexual tension or whatever kind of tension it is. Or like you just feel it. And it feels like by the end of this, I feel like Striptease is really that building tension. And I feel like that's why that Earth Eater feature goes so well in it. Because I feel like it brings that extra layer of this fucking climax. Oh my God, yes. Yes, we are cooking with this shit. Yes. Like at this point, I am forgetting that I don't even remember what the song's called anymore. And then we get to 24 Hour Dog, which is the same shit. Yes, still the same song, still good. And then we get to Lonely But Exciting Road. Yes! This is how you bring it home. Yes. This is how you bring it the fuck home. This is such a fucking beautiful ending to this project. Such a beautiful ending. So much of a better ending, and I don't even have a problem with it. But it's like, this is how you bring it the fuck home. This is how you do it. Yes. I can still fuck it. Yeah, like, fuck yeah, I can sing. I can still do it. I can still rock a song like this. I don't give a fuck that I'm doing all this artsy shit over here. I don't give a fuck that I'm doing all this artsy shit over there. I can still fucking sing. Let's do it. I also love how a lot of these, like this new kind of revised version, it brings in this idea of legacy, how she's going to be remembered, like the road ahead for her, like what she's going to do to be remembered. I don't really know how that fits into this fucking, the Eusexua, but it does carry over and conclude nicely. So you know what? I'll take it. What a great revised version of this record. And it really made me fall back in love and kind of assess some of these songs that were previously on here. Reassess is not the right word because I feel like I liked them all the time, but I feel like I really was given an incentive to check it back out again. And love it. I feel like maybe this is how you're feeling about Eusexua Afterglow. Yes, but that being said, you should have fucking put the best songs on Afterglow onto this, and you should have just put you should have put Girl Feels Good. I'll forget about it. It's fine. You're fine. It's all right. I don't hate it, and I actually do like it. But if you don't like that one, it's your song, bitch. But
how do you leave out the most important song on the entire, like, all the projects
Perfect
combined?
Stranger, I don't really get. And you know what? I think since you're gonna put Perfectly in that spot right there, I think you maybe should have put Perfect Stranger at the end. I think you should have done it because that is the ethos of this motherfucking shit. Yes. All right. But please just make a box set or some shit and just release it all together. Like, I don't, you know what I mean?
Here's what I have to say about it. I'm happy with, like, I'm loving Love of Loving, Got to Feel. I love The Dare perfectly. I'd actually leave it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
wait, which
I'd
one,
leave
The
it
Dare?
perfectly. I'd leave Perfectly behind. I need Perfect Stranger back. I have to get rid of Perfectly.
I think that's fair enough. I do like Perfectly.
And I'm not trying to tell FK Twigs how to make her album, because I hate when people are like, this is my version of Mayhem. This is my version of the life of a showgirl. It's like, it's not your project. Shut up. But since she gave us 2 versions of it, I feel like she's inviting a little bit of debate about it. So I'm going to concede on this one time. Because normally I would not be like, let's just forget about this. But anyways, obviously Got to Feel perfectly placed and fantastic. Striptease for featuring Earth Eater, as someone who like has liked Earth Eater for like months now. So I've been in the club. I've known what's up. Yeah. I like it. I honestly just, the vocals are really cool. The verse isn't my favorite, but I do love the vocals at the end. I think those are really add something to it. But I'm really not loving the ending of this. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really like Lonely But Exciting Road. I think it's really confusing. And when she first starts singing, I'm like, who is this? I'm like, when did this character get introduced into the plot? Like, I don't know how to explain it to you in a way that if this doesn't make sense, it's not going to make sense. But I just feel like we have a solid like character development, or like one solid voice speaking. And we get to the end, and all of a sudden I feel like there's a new voice introduced.
I think a lot of that voice is in a lot of the new songs. So it's a little confusing, but because it's in Perfectly for sure.
Yeah, and but the thing is, I kind of like dismiss that song. Yeah. So by the time I get back to it, I'm like, what are we talking about?
It's a lot of that is in the newer song.
I just don't really, the fusing of these 2 ideas together is a little chunky to me, especially when you get to the conclusion and you're like, I loved Wanderlust as the ending. So that's my main issue, is that I loved Wanderlust being the ending of Eusexua, because it's just very ethereal and I don't know, it's just it's kind of subtle, and I like that FK Twigs is not, she's okay with like ending on the subtle note, and I don't know why. I really respect someone who knows I don't have to pull out all the stops right now because I've already done it. Like I'm gonna just be like.
Well, she did it for Afterglow and this one.
Well,
so
okay.
She did it for those
to be fair, Stereo Boy, I would never take another ending over that.
Yeah, Stereo Boy
Wanderlust
is kind of
going
all out. It's like the definition.
But Wanderlust worked
out.
for me.
Yeah.
And then messing with it, I was like, and I don't like the song. I'm sorry, I don't like the song. So my issue is that we added great songs and then removed good songs and then added songs I don't like. So
it's a little confusing. Yeah.
So it gets a little muddled down, and I'm not gonna be like. What I'm going to do is listen to Eusexua normally and then listen to the songs that I like off of this is probably what I would do. But then obviously stream Afterglow a whole bunch because I'm definitely going to do that. Yeah. But yeah, it was fun. It's fun that she did this. You know, not many artists would do this in a day where we just do bonuses every other day of the week. And then we're like, oh, here's the 24-hour edition.
I think so.
Like people drop a deluxe now for like a year. They're like, here's my 10-year deluxe or something. I'm like, what are you talking about? We just do deluxes for no reason. And here we have like something that adds like a story. Whether or not you like it or not, we have a new story. We have great songs that are getting added. And so it's like, well, it's worth it. It's worth it. And the best part is she gave you 3 options. She's giving you 3 different things you can go stream. And what's so smart about this is literally all I could think about when you were talking was that she incentivizes you to listen to songs she already put out this year. Like, people forgot about Eusexua so fast for no reason. Because Eusexua was so good. And
it was because it was like the January.
Yeah, she got lost in the beginning of the year, and then we got a lot of crazy electronic albums this year. And so she did get like swept under the rug. And then she's like, hold up, I'm going to bring it back out. And guess what? Now, all I see anyone talk about is Eusexua. I see people talk about Afterglow, the new one, the old one. Like, I just see everyone talking about Eusexua, and I'm like, yes, thank you. Thank you for respecting your art enough and being open to the idea of saying, you know what, I know that maybe my vision was right the first time, but I'm gonna hear you guys out, and I'm gonna give you a reason to come back to it, even though you shouldn't need one. We're all adults. We should all not need a reason to come back to it. I'm so glad we got Afterglow. I'm happy that we got this revised version, and I'm so glad we're sitting here talking about 3 versions of a Eusexua like concept. I'm so glad because I did not think that was going to happen at the beginning of this year. Yeah. But thank God that it did. I love you, FK Twigs. Thank you for giving me Afterglow. It is my anthem for the month at least. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. And to conclude my thoughts on revised Eusexua, you take. I meant to say 8. Sorry, I meant to say 8. Bitch, you don't take my album of the year, but you take this. My bad. I meant to say 8. You take it. You deserved it. This shit is so tough. And regarding the ending song, you just got to be on your inspirational shit. I don't know what to tell you. You got to be on your inspiring shit.
It's very like I said it too. I don't want to be too aggressive and mean because it's mean, but it's kind of Disney. Like it's kind of like sentimental, overly like sentimental. And for me, I have a little issue with like, especially FKA Twigs, who's like not a sentimental, like she's not like this like very attached person. And then when she brings it at the end, I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want to.
I guess it gives a sentimental vibe. I feel like it gives them more like literally what's in the song. It's a lonely, but it's an exciting road. Like, not to draw like trauma into every like, you know, into something that maybe is completely unattached from that. But it is really incredible to hear a song like that after you find out what happened to her. And I'm not saying that if she made a dog shit ass song, I wouldn't be excusing it to be like, well, you got to know the context. But I feel like I really, really like the song. And then knowing that, it's a long and exciting road. So, I mean, good for her. What a way to bounce back from a horrible, horrible thing happening to you. And, you're goated, kinda, but make more albums, please. Like, holy shit, we shouldn't have to wait. We shouldn't have to wait.
Yeah, don't fall off the face of the earth for 7 more years now.
We shouldn't have to wait.
On.
Look. You get this 9, but you don't get. But listen, there's better albums this year. So fucking keep cooking, girl. Make better interviews. That's about it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.